Hey beer tubers, it's Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to look at a beer I pretty much know nothing about other than what's on the label. It's also from a brewery I've never heard of as well. But this is Hops On Rye from Firehouse Brewing. Firehouse Brewing is a California brewery. They're up in Sunnyvale, which is near San Jose, south the Bay Area, up north. So there's a lot of small breweries up in the Bay Area, and I saw this bottle at Bevmo, which is a chain store here in California. This beer caught my attention because I like rye IPAs. Black Market up in Temecula makes a fantastic rye IPA that won a gold medal at the GABF. Alpine's Nelson has some rye in there. I kind of brewed up a IPA with a bit of rye in there, and even Hair of the Dog's Blue Dot has some rye in it. So that caught my attention, and then I read the description. It says, our Hops on Rye IPA uses liberal amounts of Magnum, Amarillo, and Citra hops. So right there, that caught my attention. Magnum, big time bittering hop. Amarillo, like sweet orange, fruity into resiny, and then Citra, real citrusy, kind of like Amarillo, but kind of maybe a little more tropical fruits going. So yeah, I don't know anything about this beer. I don't know how fresh it is, anything other than 7.5% ABV and 75 IBUs, which is kind of like a typical, you know, kind of stats for an IPA. I mean, that's about what you'd expect. So let's see, this thing's pouring out pretty nice. Looks like I get a nice head on this beer. We're going about 3 fingers, 2.5, 3 fingers in this glass. Very hazy. Can't really see much through it. Looks like there's a lot of hop haze. I can smell it a little bit already. Decent amount of carbonation coming up. I mean, this thing's just bright orange. It's a kind of dark golden, kind of getting into a real nice orange color. So like a off-white, kind of yellow head on there. Mostly smaller bubbles. Looks pretty good beer, so let's get the aroma on it. Yeah, it's kind of what I expect. It's not hugely pungent, but it's definitely got that sweeter, citrusy character, which is kind of what I was expecting. Really nice aroma. It's got a little resiny character, probably coming from the Amarillo. And you got a lot of sweet orange into like mandarin orange. Maybe like a faint, generic kind of tropical fruit character. A little bit of a grassiness in there as well. What else is in there? Well, that's fairly complex. Might get a touch of malt sweetness as well. But not much. Alright, I'm ready to dig into Hops on Rye from Firehouse. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's real nice. First thing you notice, very smooth. It's not an overly bitter beer. I think it's bitter, pretty much what you kind of expect. 75 IBUs, 7.5% beer. It's hop forward, but not being aggressively hop forward. There's some balance in there. Leaves a nice drying finish on the back of your tongue. Not like desert dry. So flavors wise, good hop character up front, good bitterness. It's got that bitter grapefruit. A little bit of sweet orange, touch of kind of resiny, piney notes as well. And I assume they're using Magnum for bittering because that's a really like clean bittering hop, and you do get kind of a cleaner hop character on this one. But the Amarillo and Citra really just kind of come in there and really add to the bitterness. So that hop character's up front tongue, mid tongue, and then the malt comes in at the end. Just enough to sort of balance it out so it doesn't give too much of a lingering hop character, but it's definitely a hop forward beer. For the malt character, it's kind of bready into toasty character, maybe just a touch of caramel, but not a lot. Definitely more bready malts, and then some of that rye comes in there, adds a little bit of that kind of spice note to it. There's just enough rye in there to kind of give a little more complexity with the malts, but this beer definitely shows off the hop character, and it should, because those are excellent hop varieties that have a ton of character. So I've been drinking on this some more. I'm getting a little more like a grassy note coming through on the beer to go with those other kind of hop characters, and then the rye kind of creeps up more. You get a little more of a spicy finish. The beer becomes a little more lingering on the palate. It's still dry though. So yeah, for a beer that I knew nothing about, had no idea how fresh it was, tasting very fresh. I'm gonna go B+ on this one. This is really nice. It's definitely above average IPA. I'll have to look up this brewery, see if what this is even rated. I mean, really, I'm going into this thing completely blind, so this is a really nice surprise. Real nice IPA from Firehouse up there. If I'm up in NorCal and I see this one on draft, or I'm definitely gonna try it on draft, because this is actually tasting pretty fresh though for a bottle that I didn't know the age of. So, Hops on Rye gets a B+ for me. Have no idea about distribution on this one. It's definitely at Bevmo. So if you have a Bevmo store nearby, see if they carry this one. So until next time, please comment, subscribe. Cheers.